Hello, 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 everybody. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I almost missed talking to you about this full moon in Aries. Oh my goodness. This has just turned out to be an unexpected, hectic week. And but I'm here, and I was like, there's no way I can let this night go by without posting and talking about it because it's so powerful. Hi, Viva Fave. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. So I held up sandalwood incense. I'm going to talk about the power of this in a moment. Vanessa, hey, what's up? Thank you for joining. Oh, you're Aries, aren't you, Vanessa? Yeah, you're Aries, I think, Vanessa. So sandalwood, I'm going to get to this in a second. I'm going to give you 2 simple rituals you can do tonight and over the next 3 days of this peak energy, this full moon, to bring prosperity, abundance, and manifestation into your home. So let me go ahead and light my sandalwood incense. Right now I got one of these fancy schmancy lighters. I actually kind of like it. So let's see if it actually works on the incense. I use it for other things, for candles. Here we go. Yeah, it's lit. Let me light my full moon candle, full moon energy coming in. I'm so excited. I realized that Aries is truly my fellow superpower sign because I have a stellium in Sagittarius. So in my chart, oh yes, Aries, that's why you get so much done, Vanessa. That's why you are such a potent and amazing woman. There's no one like Aries women. If you need something done and done right, ask an Aries woman. They have the fire, they have the chutzpah, they have the fearlessness to do it and get it done. The only watch out for Aries men and women is that you go, and then you literally self-combust. You spend out too much energy and you burn yourself out. Hey, Linda. Oh, welcome. So let's get started. I know it's late on the East Coast. Super full moon in Aries. So this full moon it's super because it's really close to us. Came in today, Pacific time at 4:27 a.m., 7:27 Eastern time. Yes, it is true. It is true. Hunter's moon. It's called the Hunter's moon, the blood moon. And it's so apropos for Aries because Aries likes to track down, chase, and hunt down whatever they want. And being a blood moon, Aries is represented by fire, so red and passion. Aries is one of the most passionate signs in the zodiac because it's the first sign. It's the number 1 sign in the zodiac wheel. So it's all about being number 1, being on top. So you can see this full moon tonight. The photo that I took, I did a little quick story or reel leading up to tonight. But that moon that I took, that was actually taken on Tuesday before it was actually fully full. So you could see how bright it was. October is such a magical month. I love October. I know I'm biased because I'm an October baby. Scorpio season is just around the corner and I get Scorpio crack-a-lacking. I kick us off. I've always loved October. It is the season of the witch. That's one thing I love, witch, enchantment, harvest. So October is always such a relief, a sigh of relief as we move away from the summer months. And it is also said that October contains some of the most beautiful moons of the year. For some reason, they come through clear and beautiful in October. So here are 2 ceremonies you can do. During the October full moon, it is recommended to renew energy at home. You light sandalwood incense. I happen to love this brand. They've been around for ages, the Satya, but any sandalwood incense. I actually have a different brand that I love also, but sandalwood incense. When you light sandalwood incense, which is one of the oldest essences in the world, it's known for its protective energy as well as attracting money and prosperity. Another ceremony you can do at home is to place a bowl of water at night next to a window or some other point where the hunter's moon can directly illuminate the bowl. So if you can put this bowl on your porch, if you can put it on your patio, your backyard, which should remain all night to attract abundance to your home. Because Aries is definitely about reward and chasing after the dreams. So this full moon energy, again, full moon energy always starts as a pre-shadow of energy a few days before it actually becomes full. So this supermoon in Aries ties heavily into the solar eclipse we just had in Libra on the 2nd, and we'll talk about why. So we are still in eclipse season. Eclipse season doesn't just happen for a couple of days. We can feel the effects of it for the next 6 months till we get to the next. So obviously the energy wanes. Harken back to the last solar eclipse this year, which was in Aries on April 8th. This is a 888 day, and we're going to talk about that. The year is an 8. The 17th, the day today, is an 8. 1 plus 7 equals 8. And if you take 10, 17, 20, 24, it's 888. And imagine the last solar eclipse was on the 8th day in Aries. So think about, you remember this eclipse because there was traffic backup in New York City. People were tracing and tracking this eclipse from Mexico up through the Midwest into New York. It caused such a big backup in New York and those eastern states. It was crazy that people were getting out to go see it. And I said during my video, I wonder if people are tapping into the intensity and the power of the eclipse. Are they just there to take photos? Anyway, think of the seeds that you planted during that time, if you did. Harken back to April 8th of this year. So the idea is if you planted them on April 8th, you're now going to be able to eat the fruit and harvest them. Let me check my lighting. My lighting seems a little off or strange. Is that better? Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so Libra is ruled by Venus. But Venus moved into Scorpio, my sign, a few days ago. So Venus is in Scorpio. It's time for Scorpio season next week. Sorry, Libra, we're about to push you out of the way. But we are in Libra season right now during this full moon. And Libra is about relationships. And guess what? So have been both the lunar and the solar eclipse. It's about relationships. And your relationships of all sorts are highlighted, especially your romantic and personal relationships. We as a species are going through a major upgrade in our relationships, even if we can't see it or if we don't understand it or feeling now. It's all about healing. And the idea is relationships during an eclipse, it brings up truth, it brings up energy, and it's all about releasing and letting things go. So just personally and other friends that I've known, I've just heard of breakup after breakup after breakup. Anika, hey, what's going on from Seatown? How are you? Good to see you. But eclipses illuminate, and if something is off in your relationship, you're either going to decide to stay and try to heal it or move on. But again, right now, Chiron is in Aries. So Aries is a fire sign ruled by Mars, which is fire. So when you think of fire, think of purification, think of transmutation. It's about transmuting energy and burning things so that they can get to the next level. So this eclipse season has caused us to review relationships. And in reviewing, it's always best to look at the positives that happen. We each have our thing, because Aries is about the individual really fighting for their individual rights. And at the end of the day, we each in a relationship have a right to be ourselves and do what is comfortable for us. No one should be stressed and worried and in fear of the other partner. But we have to heal ourselves. No one can heal us for us. So Chiron is here in Aries during this full moon, during this eclipse season, to help us heal what is still the fragments that are still there. We can only heal ourselves. And when we heal ourselves, then we're better. We can come together with others. So before we point fingers out and you didn't do this and she didn't do that and he didn't do that, we have to point it back in because we are contributing to it when we are not healed. So in Aries, Aries says, take full responsibility for yourself. Being the first sign in the zodiac, Aries energy is about I am, me, myself, and I. Aries likes to win. Aries likes to win. It likes to be ahead. It likes to be that number one. It likes to hold that number one seat. And Aries is not a sign that you're going to take it from. So again, this is called the hunter's moon, hitting that target. And like I said, today is a 17. So 10, 17, 24 reduces to 17. That reduces to an 8. So 17, which reduces to 8, and we're in an 8 year, is the number of leaving a legacy behind. It's about eternity. It's about affinity. And it's about something that's important and dynamic to us. So being in this universal year of 8, it's a triplicate, a 888, a triple 8. Any number in triplicate is potent because number 3 is the number of creation. So that's why I wanted to get on here tonight before your heads. I'm talking to my West Coast Pacific Standard Time people. Before your head hits the pillow tonight, even just say a prayer. If you say nothing but thank you for the life that I have, say it before your head hits. If you can, light some sandalwood incense. If you don't have sandalwood, Palo Santo, sage, something tonight, because it triggers and it's going to speak of success. 888 speaks of some kind of reward or acknowledgement. When you're thinking about things tonight, think leadership, think power, think abundance, how you can bring those into your life. So Aries is a warrior, and the men and women Aries are equal warriors. I mean, Aries women can hold their own, ruled by fire and ruled by Mars. Aries, when I think of Aries, they're pure, they're original. When you say, I don't care about what other people think, you're talking about Aries. Jill, oh my God, my beloved Jill Cobb, how are you? Good to see you, long time. Oh my goodness, this is such a night. Everyone that's popped on here, maybe Linda's an exception, is from my past. My beautiful past, my beautiful niece. Hey, Wolf Purring, thanks for joining. Lauren, my wonderful niece. So Mars, the first house, Aries. The first house is about image, appearance, and how we look. If you know anything about Aries, they always look good, like to feel good. Aries is asking us to be number one about ourselves. Again, it's the I am energy. It's the root chakra. Your root chakra is the soil, is the earth where we plant the seeds. If you're unstable, ungrounded, your seeds will be wobbly. Oh, Hollis. Oh, my goodness. That's who that is. Oh, Hollis. I am coming. Speaking of fire, we're going to set that date so I can burn all of my past journals. I have been journaling and writing for most of my life. And I have some journals that I need to release and let go. And I don't want to just throw them in the trash. So thank you in advance, Hollis. I can't wait for that fire burning ceremony. Yes, let's go. Thank you. And what's interesting about manifestation, folks, my writing and everything I write is so sacred to me. And I was trying to figure out, should I shred them? Should I just throw them in a dumpster? And then I was just having this thought. And our mutual friend X, who was a colleague of mine, said, hey, Hollis has a fire pit. Because I was thinking, gosh, I wish I knew someone that had a fire pit. And because I was so pure in my intentions, that same day, it was born that Hollis has a fire pit. So thank you so much. I'm excited. And bring your journals, Hollis, and your papers. I think we're going to have a good time. All right. So Mars has 2 moons on it. And did you know there's a dormant volcano sitting on Mars? So this is why Mars is so potent. Mars is considered very aggressive. Mars represents energy, action, and assertiveness. And Mars is where we get our source of raw energy at its core. Mars is how we get stuff done. It's our ability to assert ourselves, and that's our inner warrior. So in astrology, learn your 5 key aspects: your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mars, and your Venus. These are the 5 key aspects to learn. Do you remember the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus? That book changed my life. So what he said is men are Martians, which women, we agree, they're weirdos or odd. And we are Venusians. Women are Venusians. So on Mars, they do things completely different. On Mars, when they have an issue or problem, they go off as lone soldiers and figure it out. Just like men, they go into the cave. So that's where their idea is. When men have an issue, they internalize it and turn in to figure out. Where women, on Venus, we gather in a circle, we hug each other, we cry, oh girl, girl, girl. We support each other. But in astrology, Venus, look at where your Venus is. Venus is how we attract people. So we're first dating, we're meeting someone and we want them in our lives. See where your Venus is, and that's how you attract. So if your Venus is in Cancer, when you first meet someone, you're going to be very nurturing, very loving, very helpful. If your Venus is in Scorpio, you're going to be very passionate and very alluring and all of that. So find out where your Venus is. That's how you attract. Once you get the dude or the chick, then Mars comes in. Mars is how you act in that relationship. It's how you show up. So sometimes there's a lack of alignment in our Venus and our Mars, and it's going to create mayhem in a relationship. So right now, Venus is in Scorpio, Mars is on deck in Aries. That equals passion of the highest sort. So Aries is here to help us understand that we are each here on a mission. And Aries gives us the energy to fight for what we want and what we believe in. Aries loves to get their point across, and they will give you an intellectual and a verbal ass whipping. Don't mess with Aries because they always have the answers, because they like to win. They like to be number one. And that is why this is called the hunter's moon. So the idea is we have to become number one and whole within ourselves. You know, we cannot be divided inside of ourselves. So this is what causes disharmony in our lives and in our relationships, because we're not whole. I have tons of water in my chart, and I have tons of fire. I don't have any earth. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water. I do have Leo, fire. I do have fire and Sagittarius. So I have Leo and Sagittarius, fire. And I was thinking about it. I thought that I create steam. So I'm like, all this water, all this fire just creates a bunch of steam. But no, today I was thinking it's a cauldron, baby. So that fire is under the cauldron of all of that water, and it's boiling. It's boiling. There is no doubt, and anyone that knows me knows I am a very passionate person. So it's a cauldron that's boiling. So you know what? Literally, that cauldron can get very, very hot. And if you're not up for it, it can just be a lot. Okay? Nina at Moon Omens. If you're not following Moon Omens on Instagram or on YouTube, please follow Moon Omens. So Nina at Moon Omens said, I'm coming back to myself. I'm owning myself, and I'm going through big healing. We cannot be healed because we have to be wounded. We can't heal unless we are wounded. And since Chiron is a primary wound of not being seen and not being recognized, and we all project our wounds onto others. So this moon will shine a light on our wounds. We fall in love with traumas that we recognize in other people. So no wonder we connect, because we're connecting with that trauma. So this full moon will bring to light what that wound is for each of us. It will spotlight. This full moon is going to spotlight what we've been neglecting, ignoring, suppressing, burying, shutting down, or pushing aside. So I said, October is a powerful month, and we're still in the midst of this beautiful power eclipse season. So the thought is nothing is as it seems. So for the first time, maybe pause, hesitate before you make big decisions or big assumptions. We may not have the full picture just yet, but it's coming together. But we'll continue to get the messages. We'll continue to get the clarity. and we'll have revelations about ourselves during these next 6 months. So the eclipse window opened in Pisces. The lunar eclipse in September was in Pisces, and the solar eclipse opened in Libra in October. So with the full moon in Aries now being here, it's the perfect opposites. Libra season wants to bring that wholeness, that balance. And Mars is the ruler of Aries in this full moon. So October's been a powerful month, like I said. There are 3 grand trines I feel are significant. One is already passed, but a grand trine is when 3 planets work together. So there are 2 grand water trines in the month of October and a trine with water and earth. It's perfect pair. So on the 15th, we had a grand trine, Venus in Scorpio, Moon in Pisces, and Mars in Cancer. All 3 water signs on deck. Coming up, save this date because this is a very auspicious day too. This is the day that the moon begins to move, or the sun begins to move into Scorpio. On 10/22, there's a grand trine, Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Scorpio, and Saturn in Pisces. And then on 10/28, we have a double trine, double water and double earth. Remember, earth signs are exact opposite to water signs, okay? So on the 28th, we have Mars in Cancer, Mercury in Scorpio, Neptune in Pisces. In the earth world, we have the moon in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Capricorn. This is very auspicious. It makes for a very blessed day, 10/22 and 10/28. All right, what else do I have here? Pluto plays a key role because Pluto is spending its last days, this is the final eclipse of Pluto in Capricorn. So during the Libra eclipse, the sun and moon are exactly square to Mars, and Mars again is the ruler of Aries. So Mars is making a big statement here because Mars is in Cancer, which is a cardinal sign, and Aries is a cardinal sign. So cardinal signs trigger action. Okay. So the idea is with Aries energy, where do you need to take charge in your life? Where is it? What does it take to get your hands back on the wheel and in the driver's seat of your life? What's it going to take? And then the idea is, how can you use the independent existence that Aries thrives in? Aries thrives on being solo. Aries likes to be in a relationship, but they're good solo as well. So Aries likes to be solo within a partnership, but Aries likes the freedom for themselves, and they give you the freedom back as well. Aries thrives, and it helps you understand your power of being solo. The focus of this full moon could be retargeting and reclamation of the parts of your life that you've abandoned to please others or fit a mold. Oh my God. No way, Michelle. Metaphysica Spa. What's up, my friend? I just said earlier, this is a life. All my homies, my homegirls, my people from my past are coming through tonight. I love it. Oh my goodness. So the idea is try to take care of yourself. Again, hesitate a little bit because eclipse, you don't want to make any actions that are going to trigger you to do something that you don't really want. You don't want to do that. So we've got these grand trines, this water trine and this water earth trine coming up. So let's talk about this energy update. Again, October, what a crazy, powerful month. And it is a season of the witch. Halloween, a lot of people in California celebrate it. Samhain comes through. But we've had Rosh Hashanah, Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini, Yom Kippur. Pluto finally went direct. It was in retrograde. Venus opposed Uranus. Full moon in Aries, which is tonight, a 888. Scorpio season, grand water earth trine, Halloween, and don't forget Diwali. And I forget to talk about Diwali. Diwali is a celebration that happens in India, and it celebrates the victory of Lord Krishna over the demon Nakara. So what's cool about Diwali is you literally light candles. You leave the lights on all night, because the theory is, the idea behind lighting candles, lighting incense, is so that so that the universe can find you. It's like, it's a clogged up world out there. So you leave the lights on so that you can be found. Your energy can be found. Well, I think that's it. I just wanted to pop on here because I couldn't let this 888 day pass. Again, my Pacific Standard Time people, this is a 88888. 3 8s. And then, like we said, Cancer is on deck. Cancer is playing a big role in this energy. Guess what? 888 reduces to a 24. 24 is a 6, the number of love, which Cancer is huge about. So today, it already came in. You should be feeling this beautiful, delicious energy. Remember that October is a magical month. It's a magical time. I love you, Aries. I love the energy that you bring. Thank you, everybody, for joining and tuning in. We have 3 days to maximize on the peak energy. So maybe go out tonight and stand in that light before your head hits the pillow. You're so welcome, Vanessa, before your head hits the pillow. But remember, we have 2 weeks to live on this energy until we get to the new moon in Scorpio. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to my birthday just because it's just a blessing to be alive. There's so much crazy stuff is going on around the world that we've got to stop worrying about how old we are and worrying about all these superficial things when life is real and hardcore. There are people losing their lives in the Middle East every day, children and babies. It's horrific. So we've got to feel a blessing. Birthdays truly are a blessing, as are you who tune in and follow me and just enjoy the content that I put out here. Nama, 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 namaste. Maybe hit rewind, watch from the beginning if you missed it. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video when I talk about the new moon in Scorpio, and I may just talk about Diwali, because I'm definitely Diwali. Go to an East Indian market or store near you. They will have things about Diwali. Look up Diwali. It's a time of abundance and manifestation. And yeah, I want you to be successful, but mostly I want you to have peace and love in your life. It's all that we all want, right? Thank you so much for tuning in. Nama namaste. And get your sandalwood incense lit tonight. Thank you so much.